Ah, hello there. My name is Carbon Atom 42. You might be wondering how I ended up as a material like iron or coal, silicon. In fact, uh, oxygen atom 49. What were we again? Diamond? Well, I wasn't expecting that. How did I become diamond, you may ask? Well, I will answer that question now. A long time ago, something happened. I wasn't. Well, something felt different. The air around me was full of my brothers and sisters, of course, all normal, but deep, deep, deep below me, I felt something. A tremble. And then, one day, that happened. Even though the sky was green and purple and red, something terrible has just taken place. This moment, I realized that my life would forever be different, and my brothers and sisters are all dead. Well, a lot of them. I also realized that parts of my brothers and sisters were sticking to me. As they slammed into me, I could feel it. It was sticky. I thought first that, oh great, how am I going to tell Mom that the world star we were on exploded? And then everything just started hitting me. My brothers and sisters all died, and I'm covered in blood. And then I realized something. Even though my brothers and sisters were sticking to me and stuck to me, and they're all dead, I realized something deep. They weren't just sticking to me, they were fusing to me. For quite a bit, this went on. Until one day, I found a couple of my brothers and sisters, and we decided that a good idea would be to clump together, like the stars back when we were younger. Little did we know, this was just the first of things to come. We noticed we started moving the moment we clumped enough to a big enough size. We moved slowly at first, and then we saw it. Looks like we weren't the only ones with the idea, as some others thought it would be a good idea to clump together. And gravity thought a good idea would be to pull us together. Something's not right. This is just a slideshow animation. What do you think I'd do? Have asteroids plummet to the planet? No, that would be absurd. Why would I have my own brothers and sisters plummet into the same world I did in a simple slideshow animation just depicting on how I even came to existence? That would be absurd. But nevertheless, we came and we crashed with all the others. Then, for a while, I was a coral reef. Life as a coral reef was different than before. I only got to this because the water swept me up. Lots of hydrogens and oxygens pulled me to it. I was swiftly brought in and claimed by the others. Being a coral reef was different than anything you could imagine. Imagine being a plant. You would take in me, my kind, and cut them up for nutrients. It was like that, but instead of cutting them up for nutrients, you would just attach them to another part of your body. Everything was fine and dandy, with fish swimming around us, until one day, everything was dead. I watched as my brothers and sisters left me, via the water currents carrying them, or the air. I didn't want to stay as this, mostly because everyone around me only had three interests and only are even able thinking about those three interests. So I left through the air. And then I met this fellow.
Oh, hello.
And then he suffocated and died. After all, that is my favorite part. I love it. It's so interesting in the weirdest way, and it's great to tell to others. It all started when a strong vacuum pulled me into the mouth. I was in here for a tiny bit, just bouncing around, minding my old business, when I saw where it came from, and I wanted to journey further. I went down, the muscles around it pounded as if it was trying to pull something down, but there was nothing. I went down some distance, and then I saw at the bottom something that looked like water. I did not want to go back underwater after my first experience with the coral reef, so I went through a small, spongy-like filter, and I went through, and the wall stopped from pushing to more of suited for something like me. I went down into a chamber. The chamber was comfortable and strange, as you could see little things with what appears to be sponges on the end were poking out of the walls. They did not create a vacuum and just stood there, while little oxygen bubbles got trapped and got sucked in. I, as well, got sucked into one. And I don't really remember what happened. All I remember is blacking out and waking up. But after a while, I woke up being shoved out of their doors. A tight hole blocked me, so I squeezed through, found a room full of some sort of slime. I could pass through the slime. It wasn't easy, though. And I went out this end, 'cause what else was I gonna do? And then I decided to look at what I came out of, and I was disgusted. I continued on with my day, ignoring that even happened. So, anyways, that's how I became a diamond, and that is my whole story of being a carbon atom. It's a sad one, but at least they cut it out, the orphan story, so it wouldn't be super sad. I will see you next time you drive a car or something. Bye.